Dear Princess Sunbutt, Letter 83. Hey Celestia, I'm not good at apologies, but I need to say I'm sorry. After doing some reading, I now realize I may have accidentally molested you last week. I was not aware ponies had an erogenous zone between their front legs. It never even occurred to me because your tits and bits are on the back end, so why would you have a fun spot at the front? Your species makes no sense. Regardless, I'm sorry about that. But to be fair, you were lying on your back right next to me and you have a very rubbable chest, so this is at least 3% your fault. By the way, how the hell can you watch a movie from that angle? That's nuts. You're nuts. Anyway, I figured I would scratch your fur like I sometimes do, and you didn't say anything, so I didn't think anything was wrong, and you sort of looked like you were enjoying it, so I kept doing it. But I didn't know it was that kind of enjoyment, so I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this, I know, but... Okay, look, on the bright side, at least Luna wasn't there to hit me or call me names. If I do something else like this in the future, please kill me on the spot. Tell me. I'd prefer the temporary embarrassment over being blissfully ignorant while I touch more ponies inappropriately. Of course, if you'd rather not hang out at all anymore, I understand. Sorry again. Anon. From Tia to Anon, RE Letter 83.
Dear Anon, admittedly, I rather assumed you knew what you were doing. Alright, I think we should discuss this face-to-face, but let's soothe that mortification for now. First of all, one of the most important things about touching a pony anywhere is the intent with which you do so. And I do not mean it's acceptable to grope some pony because you're curious, but more... if you intend to touch some pony out of affection and care, it will be soothing and pleasant. If your intent is of a more sexual nature, it will be pleasant, but certainly less soothing. This is how a pony may bond with and excite their partner with nothing more than a few little kisses or nips. Some areas are more in tune with this latter kind of touch than others, some of which should be obvious, but suppose a foal is seeking comfort and tucks against the mare's belly and teats. The sensation associated is more akin to a warm hug in a different part of the body than anything untoward, even if the foal is not your own. Additionally, how else do you think a massage with hooves could be pleasant? The chest area of the barrel, yes, we grow a bit more fluff there than anywhere else, is one of those areas a pony can, well, reach during intercourse easily. A shift of the neck, a half-turn nuzzle, all make the neck and chest areas particularly sensitive towards affectionate touch. They are also very vulnerable areas on a pony, and so permitted touch to those regions suggests a great deal of trust. If it is any consolation, I, of course, did not experience any gratification, but it was very pleasant and soothing, as well as very novel since magic doesn't feel quite the same. In short, yes, the region is more susceptible to inappropriate touch, but only if the touch is really meant to be inappropriate. That said, it is still very inappropriate to touch areas which are almost exclusively for intercourse without informed consent, and I suggest you consider the apple family's method of harvest should you ever do so, as well as the height of the average pony compared to a biped. We'll talk soon. Tia. P.S. You are forgiven for your ignorance, but remember that ponies are often very touch-oriented, and it is both acceptable and expected to have friendly contact with a pony you consider a friend from time to time.
Letter 38.1. Tia. Oh, thank God. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. I used to scratch Sweetie Belle on her chest, so when I found out the truth, I was scared the police would knock on the door at any moment and arrest her for letting me do such a thing. I'm glad she won't go to jail, but I'm still never touching anyone's chest again, just in case. Since I now know it's a spot for committing LEWD, that's all I'll be able to think about while touching it. And according to what you said, me thinking it's lewd is what will make it lewd. Ponies make less and less sense the longer I live here. Well, at least I don't have to live as a hermit. I had this whole plan where I was going to write you a tearful goodbye before venturing deep into the Everfree to build a new life. But before completely cutting myself off from society, I was going to confess all my sins, like how I was the one eating all of Luna's squeeze cheese. But I keep telling her it was you, or how I used to call Luna the best princess because I was trying to get a reaction out of you, or how I played down Twilight's body count because I didn't want you to lock her away, or how I was getting Discord to retrieve human movies for me in exchange for acorns, or how I would sometimes steal Spike's food gems to bribe Rarity into making Sweetie Belle wear a bunch of cute outfits. Or how I haven't paid any of my horse taxes for the money I make selling weird plants from the Everfree. But since everything is K, I don't have to tell you any of that. I'll be in Canterlot with Twilight visiting the museum tomorrow, so we can talk in person after that. If you need me to hang around in the palace until you finish princessing, I don't mind. Love, Anon. P.S. I really hope you didn't tell Luna. I don't want her to turn me into a frog again. From Tia to Anon, RE letter 83.1.
Dear Anon, you're welcome. But seriously, I look forward to our conversation, and again, it is the intent, not necessarily the thought, that counts. Ponies are incredibly empathetic to such a point where even our personal magic can pick up on emotions and will, which is also how we detect said intent. I'm also glad you've decided not to cut yourself off from society until we had to send somebody to fetch you. The comment about Discord does not surprise me, I'll admit, and I also choose to believe at least part of that confession was in jest. We will be auditing your income, though. Your friend, Tia. P.S. Anon, among the things we will discuss includes whether or not you do actually want something out of our relationship, or even Luna. I enjoy our friendship and time together, but it will be good to get our expectations clear.
Letter 83.2. Tia, I never mentioned a relationship. That was all you. I understand you want my hot monkey bod, but you have to control yourself for the time being. You're a princess after all. You can't just throw yourself at someone without first getting to know them on a deeper level. You need to set a good example for your midget horses. Love, Anon. P.S. No expectations is my middle name. Oh, that was very lewd, and it was right from the get-go, and that is really nice. Anyway, I'd like to give a very special thank you to my glamorous donators. Yoshi Super Saiyan 2, Peter Coulthard, Dresdon, Nicholas Springthorpe, Dospo, Rainbow Dash 1990, Runescythe 9852, CourierCruz CI, David D. Sanchez, Dwight Cornel, Gagi, Secret Moon, Orient Pax Kaiju, Starlight Glimmer, Trey, Pokekiller Zach, Soul Dragon, Dak Britton, Joe Pierce E, and Reno. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.